Don't miss Cindy's spirit.
It's Cinderella as you've never seen it before.
I'm sick and tired of you hating on my daughters, trying to ruin their opportunities for college. Well, this time, you evil, conniving little Jesus freak, you will
It'll make
pay.
you laugh, it'll make you cry, and it'll even make you cringe.
Why doesn't your mother let you do the things you love?
Stepmother. She always makes me do so many chores. I have to get up, make breakfast for the whole family, clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, make the beds, and you get the picture, don't you?
Oh, how could I have been so blind? How did I give the enemy such a place that he could invade my home?
But not miss the premiere of Kaniki Mache, Cindy's Spirit. See you there.
Good afternoon. My name is Melvin Isaac. I'm a certified community producer for BRIC Arts Medium. And today, which is Friday, October the 25th, and we are at the podcast studio at 647 Fulton Street. And I'm the host of this podcast on the second floor, and I have a exciting, excellent, a fabulous guest with me by the name of Kaniki Mache, and she's gonna tell you everything about her. But before we do that, I'm gonna ask her a few questions, and one of them is, of all the plays to remake, what inspired you to choose Cinderella?
Wow, what a great question. And thank you for the compliments, Melvin.
You're welcome.
I was inspired to remake Cinderella because, number one, it's a happy ending. I love happy endings, and I believe in this day and age we need to hear more about love and hope. The world is so full of depression and disappointments, and it's very disheartening just even listening to the news and what's going on around us. So I wanted to bring a source of hope and joy. So the play is very exciting and entertaining. It's funny at parts and sad at parts, but it really leaves you uplifted, and I wanted some upliftment for everyone.
So I see you call it Cinderella with a twist. What's difference in your Cinderella story? What's the twist?
Okay, so there are a lot of twists and turns in this nitty-gritty Cinderella story. I think one of the prime twists is the fact that in Cinderella, she had no mother or father. She was trapped in a family with her stepmother and stepsisters. But in Cindy's soul and Cindy's spirit, she has her father. And so I kept the father alive and in the family. However, he is like many fathers, like too many fathers. He's there but absent. He's preoccupied, and everyone is waiting for him to really see what's going on with his daughter. And so he's there, but he's absent. So that's one twist, and you'd have to see the play to see the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Now you have two versions of Cinderella. What is the difference between Cindy's spirit and Cindy's soul?
Okay, wow. So Cindy's soul is a more generic version or a broader version of Cinderella. And what happened, I started with Cindy's soul back in the day when I was much younger, and when the play a long time ago was called Cindy's Soul. But I created Cindy's Spirit, and Cindy's Spirit is the inspirational or gospel version of Cinderella. So it's a Christian version. It's an unapologetically Christian version of Cinderella. And then because I need to reach the masses, like public schools, I received a call or an interest from the public school system and the colleges. And when that came across my desk, I had to really sit back and think, how can I convert Cindy's spirit into something that can be shared throughout the region. And so I came up with Cindy's Soul, and it was fun doing that remake, and I'm real excited about it because I think people are going to love it.
So what's happening with these two plays right now?
Okay, so on what's the date? November 23rd, 3:00, we have a matinee at Panache, which is in Queens, and we're going to have Euro Soul Cuisine and a stage reading of Cindy's Spirit at 3 for the matinee. So ministers, community leaders, everyone come out. We're just expecting to have a great time. And at 7, we're gonna have the debut of Cindy's Soul. So that stage reading will be done for the first time ever, and that will be at 7 p.m. again at Panache, and there'll be Euro Soul Cuisine and the stage reading. So it should be a really fun evening. In addition, there's an after party, a VIP after party that goes until. So, it's great. The tickets are available at PanacheNYC.com.
Sounds very great and exciting to me already.
Yes.
What should we expect in the future from Kinnicky Mache?
Okay. Well, I have a lot of things inside me. I think we all have these ideas and initiatives and projects. And so I have a lot of books that I've written. I have another play that I'm beginning to work on, a film that is almost complete, so that manuscript. And I believe one day all of these things will come into fruition. And that's what you can expect.
Great. Name 3 messages that your plays address.
All right. One is when I talk about the hope, it's the fact that in the twinkling of an eye, you can go from the bottom to the top. You can go from oppression to liberty, and that love and goodness does win in the end. So one of the messages really is about hope, because when you're so down and you're so disappointed or depressed, sometimes you feel like there's no hope, there's nowhere to turn, and that the situation is not going to get better. But Cindy's Spirit and Cindy's Soul, they're just 2 examples of the fact that things do get better. That late in the midnight hour, God turns it around. Things turn around. Things get better. So that's one of the encouraging messages, and my favorite one. It's also an awareness of blended families, because in this world, in America, there are almost 100 million people that are in blended families. And more than half of America have either been in a blended family or will be included in a blended family. If you remember the Brady Bunch, this one meets that one and they both have children, they get together, and there you have it. So it's very few families, unfortunately, because of the divorce rate, that the mother, the father stay together and raise their children together, which is the ideal way. But so it brings awareness to blended families, and in that, also to fairness, because we have to be fair and we have to love and treat each other a certain way. And in Cindy's Spirit and Cindy's Soul, as in Cinderella, there was child abuse. Basically, the stepmother is really abusing her stepchild. And so it brings awareness to child abuse, and not only the fact that it exists, but also the causes of it. So those are the 3 issues that my 3 favorite messages in the play, and there are others.
Excellent. I would like to give you some time to talk about anything on your mind that you would like to share.
Okay. I would like to share a message about bullying. Okay, bullying. It used to be called "he's picking on me, she's picking on me." So it's not a new phenomenon, but it is a new term. It's like it's the buzzword right now. And when we said he's picking on me and she's teasing me, you would hear your parents say, or the teachers say, and in school they would say, well, sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Kind of like if he doesn't touch you or she doesn't touch you, then kind of disregard it, ignore it, or it'll go away, or, people pick on you, it's okay. But nowadays, there's so many suicides because of bullying that we have to stop and pay attention. The schools have to stop and pay attention. At home, we have to pay attention. Bullying takes the form, it could be physical, it could be emotional, sexting, and oftentimes nowadays it is cyberbullying. But there are so many children, young people, committing suicide because of bullying. So we really have to take a minute and deal with this concept and this issue, and it is a real issue. 4,400 deaths each year from young people are from suicides, and that's not including the attempts, and many of them are related to bullying. So that issue to me is one that stays close to my heart. And if you hear and read some of the stories of these young children that are committing suicide, it's very sad, and we have to make sure that children know that they have an outlet, a safe place, a person that they can talk to, and resources and support. So that's one of my things.
Okay, so we coming to the end of the show. Unless you have anything else that you like to share with anybody, probably when the next show is going to be, where it's going to be at, et cetera, like that.
Yes. I would like to say, Melvin, first of all, thank you for this opportunity. I'm so happy to be here. And I started acting when I was in elementary school, as when one of the teachers asked me to be the teacher in The Red Balloon. And from there, I went on to creating my own plays when I then became a teacher. And so I created my own plays in the school, and people would look forward to it. And so I enjoyed the excitement. I enjoyed sharing the messages. And so here I am still doing theater. This time I will be acting in the show. I usually take a minor role, but I'm going to take a major role in Cindy's Spirit and Cindy's Soul, and I'm very excited. So the Nitty Gritty Cinderella story is going to be performed in the form of a stage reading at Panache in Queens. That's 144-14 243rd Street in Rosedale, which is on the edge of Valley Stream, on November 23rd at 3 p.m. That's Cindy's Spirit, and at 7 p.m. Cindy's Soul, and that will be followed by a VIP after party. So tickets are available at www.panashenyc.com. Panache is spelled PANSHNYC.com, and I sure hope to see you there. I know you'll have a great time, and I would love to know that you came because you heard this podcast.
Yeah, and I want to thank you very much for coming here, letting the people out there know exactly who you are, what you're doing, and when they can see the play and all the information they need from you. Really appreciate it. I think this is something that's is fabulous. It's really exciting. It's something that I think anyone should see, because it definitely would educate them, especially the story that you was telling about Cindy. But nevertheless, we still have to go. And, as my guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you for
really
having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So I really appreciate it.
All right.